please like me on Facebook? Thank you. Hello and welcome to this slightly desperate episode of Go Williams Lake. This week we're trying to be socially connected, but it's not going well. See, we have a Facebook page for Shaw TV Northern BC. Sounds great, right? Well, for this entire region, we only have a piffling 71 likes, which is why I'm on the street trying to get people to like me. I'm Jonathan, I'm from Shaw. We have no likes on Facebook, so... Hi, I'm from Shaw TV, and I was wondering if you could like me on Facebook, please. Sure. It's like a series of pipes that connects people together. I'm going around trying to get likes on Facebook because we have 71 and it's really sad. But first, something that may surprise you. For the longest time after I moved here to Williams Lake, I didn't own a TV. Yeah, I know, surprising considering my job. Well, that had to change, but I didn't want to spend too much money doing it. That means buying used, and the options are simple. You have the newspaper classifieds, but nobody will sell a TV there because, well, they have to spend money for adverts. And then there's Craigslist, which covers the whole entire Caribou and doesn't really have all that much stuff on it. Well, you might be asking, what about Kijiji? Well, that's only based in Prince George, where most of the stuff is. This was beginning to look like an impossibility until I caught wind of a place where people bought and sold used goods all within Williams Lake. And I didn't even need to leave my Facebook profile. It's called the Williams Lake Purge and Indulge Facebook group. And all day, every day, people post pictures of stuff they're looking to sell. It's the brainchild of a local named Jenny Peters, who just wanted a place to share stuff with her friends.
Well, I had lots of things of my own that I wanted to sell, and I wanted to make some money too, so I figured why not start my own thing and maybe just invite my own friends. And so I did that, and they ended up inviting their friends, and it just kind of grew from there.
The group has exploded and now has well over 6,000 members.
It's actually pretty crazy to me. I didn't think it would grow so big so fast.
The site is organized quite well to make things easier to find. The thing is, Jennifer can't organize all that alone, so she's thankful for all the help that she gets.
It's easier now because I have 5 other assistants that help me, so they've helped a lot, and actually other members help a lot because people will post questions on the wall of how to do things, and other members will jump in and help out too.
My search took quite a while, but then there it was, that perfect TV. There it is. Yes. A remarkable community comes out of this group, and it ties this town together for the better.
One lady actually really wanted to thank me because she said it actually changed her life because she's been able to empty out her house and purge the things that have been weighing her down and keeping her from being able to get out and do things.
And as for my TV, well, look, there it is. And now, using the magic of television, we're gonna move this to my place. Okay, so I need a new TV stand. But hey, I have my very own HD TV to watch myself on. I mean, who doesn't want to watch themselves on a big screen? I like what this guy's thinking. For Go Williams Lake, I'm Jonathan Horst. So, the Williams Lake Purge and Indulge group is great if you need to sell things around town. But what if you want to reach a wider, more international audience? Well, there's eBay if you want to get your stuff sold. And actually, there's a resident here in town who is quite successful on eBay. These gas-powered model airplanes are loud, proud, and lots of good fun. And they're what has made Bernd Eisler one of eBay Canada's Entrepreneurs of the Year.
I'm really stoked about that. I wasn't really expecting to win anything, and when they sent me an email and called me the next day to say that I had won the award, I was absolutely flabbergasted. I was totally thrilled.
I'm excited. It's great. I love him to be that successful, and it's just wonderful.
Bernd has had many business ventures over the years. However, when he decided to give an old brand known as Cox International a refresh, he had no idea just how well it would go.
This was supposed to be a side business, more like a fun thing, a hobby. But it took off so fast and so well that it grew at a rapid pace, and within 5-6 months I was doing this full time.
It started small, and it started actually in our home. And we assembled things on the floor, on tables, everywhere. There was merchandise everywhere. And it was fun. It was feeling like being a child again, actually, and that's great.
The award Bernd won specifically is the International Entrepreneur Award, because most of his customers are from all over the world.
Is it better with the white on the front?
And yet, with this flexibility the internet brings, he and his family have chosen to live here.
What keeps us here is the great people. It's a wonderful town it gives us a feeling of basically living with a huge family.
Fell in love with this place here. We met nice people here, and it's sort of the crossroads as well. I mean, you go out west to Bella Coola, up north is the Yukon, and down south Vancouver is only an hour away by plane.
As for the planes, well, Bernd has memories of using them when he was a child. And so the hobby was a perfect fit. And even despite the influx of electric-powered planes, these are special.
Probably the same difference as driving a sports car and driving an electric car. I mean, they both fulfill the same purpose, more or less, but it's way more fun to drive a car that makes some noise and spins the wheels.
If you are interested in setting up your own online business, Bernd is going to be teaching a class at TRU later this month. With Go Williams Lake, I'm Jonathan Horst. After the break, we tell you about what you can do if your child is having trouble communicating. Welcome back. Hey, can you mind liking us on Facebook? Thanks. Watching your kids grow up, there's nothing like hearing them spout out their first word. Well, for some kids, that's just not that easy. But in this episode of Parenting 101, Trish Morey meets two people who help out with just that.
This may look like a fun time of bubbles, but actually it's helping Alora here learn how to talk. Because for some children, talking doesn't come naturally. And that's where Julia Hodder and Alice Wardlaw come to help.
And so I work with kids who are not communicating as they should. Sometimes they're talking but you can't understand them. Sometimes they have a hearing loss, or they may have autism, or they may have a syndrome. It's very, very varied. But the main thing is I'm looking at communication.
Or down.
The one little girl I see has a specific difficulty with her speech. It's called dyspraxia or apraxia. It means the child has difficulty making the movements with their tongue, lips and teeth and jaw to make the speech sounds, and then combine those sounds together. The other little girl we're seeing today, she's very much working on her language development. When we first saw her, she maybe was using a few single words.
Every child is different, and it can be hard to tell exactly what will help.
So she knows what she wants to say, but she just kind of gives that look. How do I? Or she gets really frustrated. She just gets mad because she can't say what she's trying to get across.
John and I worried quite a bit about her not talking and stuff like that. If it wasn't for the CDC, honestly, I believe John and I would have been lost without it.
The hard thing to figure out, of course, is what is a typical expectation from a child when it comes to speech. But Alice recommends
It's sort of 1-at-1. So meaning a child is starting to talk at about 12 months of age. By 18 months, they have a slogan, 18 by 18, so that a child should have roughly 18 single words by the time they're 18 months. And then by the time they're 2 years, We just have another little slogan, 2 by 2, meaning that they should be starting to combine 2 words together.
The services that Julia and Alice provide are invaluable to parents because not only do they get the children talking, but they teach the whole family something.
And learning to slow things down, that was a big one for me because we have an older daughter and you're just busy and you're always talking and doing things quickly, and slowing down for Chloe was a big one, and in your songs and your actions and everything. So
I love seeing the progress in the kids and the families, because the families take control and they're the ones who make the difference to their kids.
For me, it's working with the families, just being involved and seeing things from their point of view and working with their children. And when you see that change and you see that smile come on their child's face and you see that they can actually have achieved something with their speech.
Julia's been an enormous help, definitely enormous help. The kids have really enjoyed it.
It can be a tough decision to use services like this, but they just want to help. And there's nothing like hearing your child's first word.
It was so nice. We were so excited when we heard the first word come out of her mouth. Her first word was mama. And for daddy, she just says John, his first name. Yeah.
With Go Williams Lake, I'm Trish Moore.
Yes, can I try?
Whoa! Thanks for watching this week's episode of Go Williams Lake. Now, it'd be great if you would follow us or like us. I promise we'll post interesting updates, I do. And as for a witty sign-off, well, remember, the internet is a series of pipes. I didn't like those.